What's up, guys? This is Brent with Western Equipment. Now let's talk about all of the grease points on your John Deere 6M tractors. Now, on grease points, main things that we need to remember whenever we are looking for a grease point on a machine is we are looking for something that moves, something that turns, something like a U-joint or a drive line, and then a lot of our components on our rear hitch. So, first thing that we'll do here is start at the front axle. So depending on what axle you have, you could have different sets of grease points on this machine. But the main places that we need to look, if we start from the outside of the axle out here by the wheel, is our U-joint that is going to be right here at the knuckle where the axle connects to the wheel. So we have one right here. We're also going to have one on the corresponding side. Then next thing we need to look at is, does our tractor have front suspension? If it has front suspension, then we're going to have some grease points here on our suspension as well. So we need to be making sure, looking for those grease points on our suspension, because like I said, things moving there, we might have cylinders that need to be greased or other pivot points where that suspension is that's going to give to where we also have to grease those as well. Then while we're also here at the front axle, we need to be looking right dead center under the axle here, as we may have a solid axle or one without suspension where all we have is a little bit of give and tilt from side to side. You may have a couple of grease points there that we need to hit as well. So the front axle is going to be a huge spot here that we could have a potential for a lot of grease points. Now also at the front of the tractor, depending on how you have this set up, you could have such things as a front PTO. If you have that front PTO, then you're going to have a drive line going out to it, which means you would have a grease point that's going to be underneath the hood right behind your fan and down low. You can see a picture of it here. You may have this grease point as well. You also on this 6M might have a front 3-point hitch, and if you have that front 3-point hitch, depending on which setup you have, you're going to have some grease points there that you're going to want to make sure and take care of, because 3-point hookups have a lot of movements, a lot of moving pieces, so we want to make sure that we are taking care of that and maintaining those to make sure we are getting the most life out of that hitch. Now, when we're talking about drive lines, most of our 6Ms are going to have 2 drive lines, especially if you have front wheel assist. You most definitely are going to have 2. You are going to have one that goes to the front wheel assist to make sure that you have the drive to it, and these are going to have a grease point on either end of that drive line. You can have one with suspension that's going to look like this, and one without suspension that will look like this. Now those are going to be up underneath the tractor here, where you are going to have to crawl under, get underneath the machine to be able to get to those grease points. Then the other drive line that you're going to have is going to be the one from your engine to transmission. That is going to be a little bit higher up, a little harder to get to, nestled up there. It's going to be a shorter drive line that looks like this, but we need to make sure that we are maintaining those, because like I said, these are high wear items. They are going to be used a lot. We want to make sure that we are greasing those, once again, to maintain the life of those components. Now, once we get to our rear hitch, this is where the grease is really going to come into play. You have a ton of grease points back here, and if you are using this machine and using this rear 3-point hitch at all, you definitely want to be taking care of these, and there are a bunch. So make sure that you are hitting all of those. So if we are looking, first place that we're going to look will be the furthest out here, which are going to be on our actual draft arms here. So we are going to have one at the top, one at the bottom on both of these links for our bottom 2 arms. Then we're also going to have zerks here on our center arm here, or our top link. So we're going to have one at the top, one at the bottom. Now, like we talked about before, cylinders and places that move. So as we know, to raise up these 3 points, we're going to have 2 really large cylinders on either side. So once again, we're going to have 2 grease points on each of those, one at the top, one at the bottom. Then again over here on the right, one at the top, one at the bottom. Now there's also another pivot point for this cast arm that's connected to that cylinder, and it's going to be right back here. This is going to be where our rock shaft is. A lot of times there's going to be a grease point right on top of it, so we need to be checking that out as well. And also down here at the bottom where that cylinder is connecting at the bottom of the lift cylinder. Now you may also have some different setups back here at the rear. You may have such things as a pickup hitch that looks like this, that you're having these separate grease points. You may have a different style hitch rather than just your normal drawbar, you may have a trailer hitch. It's going to have some additional grease points on it as well. But then you're also going to have your rear axles to think about while we're back here. So we are going to want to look where the axle goes out to the wheel here. Look on top, we should have a grease zerk on the right and on the left. Now, once you've made it to the rear back here, you have gone through the whole set of grease points. So not a ton on this machine as there may be on some other types of machines. Tractors generally have those 3 separate areas that are going to need greasing, which is going to be the front axle, our drive shafts underneath the tractor, and then back here at the rear hitch. So as long as we are making sure, checking all of these places, looking for these grease points and making sure to maintain those, then we should be good to go. So guys, I hope this video helped you out. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, we ask that you would hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also guys, if you are looking for more videos like this or just other videos over John Deere equipment in general, make sure to check out the rest of the channel. And as always guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to check out this cool video and this one. Buy your parts right up here and subscribe right here.